What I like to try to do for my players and my assistants is, you know, when we are in the preseason, you know, to try to give the kids off on the weekends, even though we can go a certain amount of practices a week. I still like to try to give them off on the weekends just because I feel, you know, that's important for them to get a full weekend off while they can. Because once we start games, I mean, maybe once in a blue moon we'll be able to give them a weekend off. But I think it's good for them just to kind of have a complete day off from school, you know, from basketball. And I think it's important for your staff as well, just to kind of have a little family time or just to be able to travel and do what you want to do. So that's kind of what we're trying to do right now in this preseason. And then once the conference starts, obviously, we're going. So I think you just have to be really careful with the amount of time that you're on the floor once the season starts so that you're still fresh by the time, you know, March rolls around.
Sundays are typically a day that I like to have just our staff gets away, or kids get away. It's a full day off for them as well. And, you know, for us, you know, we really do break everything up into segments as far as the preseason, you know, practice time, and now once we get into non-conference play, you know, first round of conference, second round of conference, you know, tournament time. I think, you know, for kids nowadays it helps to break it into smaller segments, because I think if you look at the whole big picture, I think sometimes it's tough for them to do that.
I think for us, after our fall break is when we kind of feel like the season's arrived and you're practicing regularly and getting into games. I think then obviously there's a big difference with exams, you know, and as you're prepping for exams, you come out of exams in December and you know, you've got 3 weeks of nothing but basketball, well, and some family time obviously with the Christmas vacation. But that's just a different period, you know, so that breaks up the season in a different way. Then you're back into school and you're in the middle of conference games. You get into that second round robin. Yeah, I think it kind of breaks itself up pretty nicely.
We try to go game by game and try to, you know, figure out something that's, you know, makes that game special and kind of prepare them that way. And then, you know, when you're getting to the tournament time, there's just such energy that comes along with that, you know, that kind of takes care of itself a little bit.
Fall, then the semester break, and then the spring. And just over the last few years at UMass Lowell, learning how to manage those 3 chunks of time, especially that semester break when they didn't have classes, and we did a much better job this past season than I did the first season. So, you know, trying to look at it that way, and obviously one day at a time, one game at a time.